Find a comfortable seat. Sit nice and tall. If you choose to stay seated, or if you prefer to lie down, that's fine. Maybe taking a hand to the heart and the belly. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. And we're just going to start to get settled right now and come into our breath. So you can use your breath as an anchor. You can maybe zero in on some sounds that are around you. So many options. But keep continuing to clear your mind, coming back into your inhales and your exhales. And again, whether you're seated, focus on sitting nice and tall to really be able to fill up with breath. You'll feel your spine lengthen. Maybe the crown of the head gets a little bit higher and your sit bones ground a little deeper. Or if you're lying down, feel the connection of your entire backside of your body as you're being held by your mat and the ground. And again, take a full breath in and a slow breath out. I don't know 100% why the breath is so grounding for me and so settling, but it changes the way I feel from the inside out. Maybe you know what I'm talking about, and maybe you don't have a clue. So I'm just going to encourage you one way or the other to keep coming back to an inhale, filling up really deep, pausing, letting that breath go nice and slow, taking another full deep breath in and a full breath out. And if you practice breathing, whether it's through yoga or meditation, perhaps you immediately notice how your nervous system starts to settle. Maybe that pit in your stomach starts to loosen up. And it may even give you the ability to truly tune in to your heart, the beating of your heart. Again, take another full breath in and a slow breath out. We don't have to know where this is going. We just have to know that it's keeping us right here. So again, taking a full breath in and a full breath out. We pause and we breathe. And we allow those changes to happen in our body nice and slow. Take one more full inhale and one more slow exhale. As you start to deepen your breath over the next few moments, you may or may not even realize that 5 minutes have passed and you've been breathing and grounding and settling, and you're preparing yourself for what comes next. We have to make a shift from being focused on whatever you've been focused on all day to either being sedentary, moving into movement, or going from being crazy and moving to settling in to the body and the breath. Take another full breath in and a full breath out. And if you're seated, start to lift the arms up. On your exhale, bring your hands right back down through your heart. And then placing your hands on the ground, start to lay yourself down, nice and slow. If you're laying on your back, again, you too can sweep your arms up overhead, taking a full body stretch, bringing the arms right back down by your sides. Take another full breath in and a full breath out. Bend your knees into your chest. Wrap your arms around your shins. Roll a little bit right to left. And just start to really feel how your body is responding to you as you're starting to bring some movement into it. I want you to practice taking another deep breath in and a deep breath out, regardless of where you are. With your next breath, plant your feet on the ground. Taking a full breath in and a full breath out, pause. Really feel all four corners of your feet connect. And then nice and slow, Bring the knees back into the chest and immediately push the heels up toward the ceiling. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Stretching out the back sides of your legs. You can keep your arms down by your sides or take them out, or you could even place the hands underneath your hips. And from your legs being extended up toward the ceiling, nice and slow, start to lower them a third of the way. So we're just going to take both legs and start to lower. Start to engage your core. Fill up with breath as you pause with your legs a third of the way down. With your next inhale, bring the legs back up straight. Take a full breath in, and on your exhale, start to hover and lower the legs 2/3 of the way down. Take a full breath in and a full breath out, pausing here. Again, noticing how your belly has to contract to help hold your legs where they are. With your next breath in, lift the legs back up straight, heels point toward the ceiling, your feet are flexed. Full breath in, and on your exhale, lower the legs down to a hover. Let the heels be right above the mat, taking a full breath in and a full breath out. And then start to bend your knees, bringing them back into your chest, giving yourself a hug, and again, pushing the heels high on a breath. Exhale the feet straight up. Take a full breath in. We're going to go through this cycle 2 more times. Take a full breath in, and on your exhale, lower the feet a third of the way down. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Using your low belly muscles, inhaling, legs straight, heels go up toward the ceiling. Take another full breath in, and on your exhale, let the heels start to lower 2/3 of the way down. Pausing and breathing, finding that rhythm, staying focused on keeping your core engaged. Inhaling, take the feet high, heels go up, feet are flexed. Take a full breath in. Exhale, let the heels come down to a hover. Really pull into the low belly, letting the heels hover right over the edge of the mat. Take another deep breath in and a deep breath out. Bring the knees into your chest, wrap your arms around the legs. Roll right to left. With your breath and your momentum, start to roll right around and come into tabletop. Take a full breath in your tabletop and a full breath out. Notice all 10 fingers. Press down through both hands. Press down through the shins and the tops of the feet. And then let's cycle through some cows and cats. Taking a full inhale, release the belly, tip the tail, open up across the heart. Gently looking up, and then exhaling like a wave of motion. You tuck the tailbone, you round the spine, let the head release right between the biceps. And then with that same movement again, inhaling, come back into cow, exhaling into cat. Now just keep doing this until we start to move on to the next thing, because you're all going to be going at your own rate, so I don't want you to feel like you're obligated to move with the words that I'm saying. So you just breathe and move, knowing that you're doing what your body is requiring of you right now. Bringing some flexion, bringing some extension into your spine. Maybe you move this into some C curves, stretching out your side bodies. I don't know about you, but I know I need a lot more stretching than I've been getting lately. So every once in a while when I start these simple movements, they feel like a lot of work. I don't know if I'm out of shape or if I'm just not paying attention to what I'm doing and I'm tightening up. So breathe into your body and know that it will respond accordingly, right? So today's class, again, it's all about, we know plenty of things, but we also don't know plenty of things. My goal for right now is just to breathe and to stay focused. Taking a full breath in and a full breath out, pause back in your tabletop. Tuck your toes, lift your hips, and let's get moving. We'll go right into downward facing dog. Now, you may not know where this is going next, but you do know down dog. So you can pedal out your feet, you can press your legs to the back of the room, you can respread all your fingers nice and wide, drawing your arm bones in, feeling your shoulders lift. Pull into the low belly, keeping your hips nice and high. Maybe if the hamstrings are really tight, you can bend them a little, bend your knees a little bit more, pedal out your feet. Create space. Trust what your body is telling you. Trust what your body knows. Take a full breath in, lift up to your toes. On your exhale, let's walk the feet up right between the hands, pausing in a forward fold. Taking a full breath in, take a halfway lift. On an exhale, forward, back down, forward fold over your legs. Rise to stand big and tall, hands go high. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart space and pause. Coming back to that full anchoring breath, reach in, inhale high. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, take your feet back out to plank and pause. Pull in again through the thighs, the hips, the low belly. Stay strong. You want one nice, beautiful diagonal from your heels through your hips, through the crown of your head. Puff up that space between your shoulder blades. Stay strong. Breathe into this. You might say, I don't know if I can hold this. And I think your body knows. So trust the breath, trust your muscles. Breathing in deep. You've got this. One more full inhale. One more full exhale. Now we're going to lower. If you want to take your knees down, that's fine, but lower in one piece. Keep the elbows close to your side bodies. Lower all the way down to the mat. Inhale, lifting up slightly for cobra. It's not a big movement. Take a full breath in and then exhale, release, lower down. Tuck your toes, lift your hips, move back into downward facing dog. Pause in your dog and return to your breath, taking full inhales and full exhales. Over and over and over. It's what we know. It's how we get from place to place. It's how we get from thought to thought. We need to fuel it with our breath because our breath keeps us present and it makes us slow down and might bring a different perspective to what we're doing and why. So take another full breath in and a full breath out. If any of you know me, you know I really don't like rain on Mondays for lots of reasons. And here we had rain on a Monday. Today is also my baby's 21st birthday. He did not want it to rain today either. So we're struggling with this. We don't know why it rained today out of all days. And in the big scheme of things, it doesn't even matter. Take a full breath in as you lift up to your toes. Exhale, walk your feet upright between your hands. Inhale for that halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rising strong, rising tall. Exhale your hands to your heart. Don't miss a beat. Breathe back in. Lift the hands up on an inhale. Exhale, forward fold right over your legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, walk your feet back out to plank and pause. And remember, just a few moments ago, you may not have known if you could hold this plank. Your breath will tell you one way or the other. Breathe deep, breathe strong. Inhaling in your plank, lifting through the legs and the low belly, staying strong. It's just one more breath. And then to lower, if you want your knees down, take them down now. Keep drawing your heart forward. Bend your elbows close to your side body, exhaling the whole way down to the mat. Untuck your toes, press down to the tops of your feet. Inhaling, draw your shoulders back for cobra. Exhaling, release. Tuck your toes, lift your hips, downward facing dog. Pause and breathe. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Inhaling, press the right heel out to the back of the room. On an exhale, bring the foot forward, planted by the thumb. Taking a full breath in, rise strong into your crescent on the right. Inhale deeply, finding your footing. Be sure your feet are in two separate lanes. Be fearless as you reach high to the sky and stay grounded through your feet. With your next breath, take the left arm forward and the right arm back. You're twisting from the ribs and the torso open. Pause and breathe. Inhale, sweep the arms back up to frame the head. Reach high. Exhale, plant the hands by the right foot and pause. Jump switch or walk your feet into the separate lanes. So now the left foot is up by the left thumb. The right foot is far behind you. Nice, straight, strong legs. Stay high on those toes. Bend a little deeper into that left knee. And when you have your balance on your next full inhale, rise strong for crescent on the left. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Be fearless as you ground down through your feet. Staying strong, not worried about whether or not you can hold this pose for very long or not. All you need to do is take one breath in and one breath out. Inhale, take the right arm forward and the left arm back, twisting open toward the left. Let your heart shine. Take a full breath in, bringing the arm back up to frame the head, and then exhale, plant the hands by the foot and pause. Bring the right foot forward to meet the left. Ground down through your feet and inhale for that halfway lift. Feel your heart move forward, the crown of the head move forward, and then exhale, release, forward fold. Inhale, rise strong to stand. This time, sit your hips back for chair. Here is a great I don't know pose. I don't know how I'm going to hold this pose. I know the instructor's going to talk a lot here. I know my legs get tired and shaky. I don't know if I can hold this pose. Yes, you can. Breathe fearlessly and courageously into your body. Your quads are the strongest muscle group that you have. Nothing else matters right now. Keep the weight in your heels. Look down, notice if you can see your toes, and if your knees are in the way, draw your hips back a little bit more. It's literally like pretending that there's a couch or a chair behind you. You just keep taking it back like you're going to find that seat. Your legs will hold you. If your shoulders are tired, bring your hands to your heart space. Take one more big breath in. Exhale, forward fold, straighten the legs. Forward fold right at the top of your mat. Toe heel your feet apart. Let your hands find opposite elbows. You can put a little bit of a bend in your knees. You can sway right to left. Here's what you do know. You can take a break and listen to your body whenever you need to. And whether that's through ragdoll, dropping into child's pose, or coming back to a meditative seat, listen to your body. You don't need to know. Your body knows. Trust the breath as you breathe into the spaces that require some little extra love and attention. With your next breath, let your hands come down to the mat. Toe heel your feet back underneath your hip points. Inhale fully for that halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Take your feet back to plank. Let's flow and breathe through a vinyasa flow. Bend the elbows, lower all the way to the mat. Inhale for cobra or up dog. Exhale, release, tuck your toes, lift your hips, downward facing dog. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. You're probably very focused on maybe creating some heat right now, learning to pay attention to what your body is saying to you as you've coupled your breath to the movement. Embrace being tired. Embrace the energy that you receive. It's different for everybody. And without me being able to see what you're doing, I'm just hoping that my words reach wherever you are and what's going on. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Inhale, the left leg straight up behind you. Exhale, bring the foot forward, planted by the thumb. Taking a full breath in, rise strong for crescent. Lift up, feel the heart lift. Stretch the shoulders so they go back, stacked right over your hips. Bend a little bit deeper into that left knee, staying high on those right toes. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. We're just reversing things. Take the right arm forward and the left arm back, twisting open. This time, open up the right hand, sweep up, a little bit of a lift. Exhale, bring that left hand all the way down to the ground, reach the right hand high. Twisted low lunge. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. With your next breath, bring the left hand down to frame the foot and pause in your low lunge. Jump switch or walk the right foot forward and take the left foot back. Again, staying deeply bent in that right knee, high on the left toes, strong left leg. Breathing in, inhale, rise high for crescent. Ground down through the lower half of your body, find a lightness through the upper half. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Inhale, the left arm forward and the right arm back. Again, feel a lift coming up through the chest and the crown of the head. Take a full breath in, opening up the left hand, sweep it up, stretch back, and then exhale, bring the left hand to the ground, take the right hand high, twisted low lunge. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Return the right hand to the ground, pausing in your low lunge. Bring the left foot forward to meet the right. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Rise high, be fearless as you reach up, and then exhale your hips back for chair, coming into chair one more time. So you've been here before, so you can't say, I don't know about this pose. You know. You know your quads are strong, you pull them to the low belly, you tuck the tailbone, and you start to channel whatever you think you don't know into what you do know, and that's your breath. Breathe into your feet as you stay connected to the earth. Breathe into your hips as you pull them back. Breathe across your chest. So even if your arms are extended, you can still lift through the heart. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Next breath in, straighten the legs, rise high. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, walk your feet back out to plank and pause. You rinse that off any way you'd like. You don't know the poses? Sure you do. Breathe and let your body move. That's all you got to do. And as you lower down, if you inhale to cobra or up dog, it's your choice. If you want to skip it all together and just go back to downward facing dog, you can do that too. Be courageous in the choices that you make. Be fearless in knowing that it doesn't make any difference what you don't know. Keep breathing. Pause in your down dog. And if you realize that maybe you do need a break now, bring your big toes to touch, take your knees wide, come into a child's pose. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. We're going to work into some poses that you may or may not know. We're just going to breathe and move through it. So don't overthink it. Don't psych yourself out. If you're in child's pose, come on back to down dog. If you're in down dog, bend both knees, bringing your shins parallel to the mat. Straighten the legs back out, tip the hips up high. Here we go. Big breath in, right foot goes out long behind you. On your exhale, bring the foot forward, planted by your thumb. Inhale strong as you rise high for crescent. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Now swivel the back foot down, opening up into your warrior two. Strong and fearless. Bend deeply into the right knee, looking for that 45-degree bend. Open up the right hand, peaceful warrior, lift it up. Exhale, come on back into side angle. Rest the elbow gently on the knee and take the left hand high. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Pause for one more breath in, one more breath out. Come back to your inhales, regardless of where your body is. One more inhale, one more exhale. Keeping that right knee bent, lift yourself back up on an inhale, coming back to your warrior two. Flip the right hand, sweep it up. Exhale, cartwheel the hands all the way down to the ground. Come to your left toes and pause. You're in a low lunge. Now, if you feel like you're rounding and you don't have the strength that you need, take a nice deep breath in your low lunge. Press down through your hands, find a lift right through the heart. Jump switch or walk the left foot forward, take the right foot back. Once your feet are in two separate lanes, take a full breath in, rising strong for crescent here. Again, being fearless and courageous, trusting your body because you're relying on your breath, not whether or not your brain is telling you can or cannot do something. You're good right where you are. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Swivel the right foot down, opening up, come into your fearless warrior on the other side, on the left side. Open up that left hand, sweep it up, breathe back into peaceful. Exhaling into side angle, resting the elbow lightly on the knee. Take the right hand up high. Feel that twist, that leverage of pressing against the inside of the left knee. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Pausing here, allowing the breath to be the focal point. One more inhale, one more exhale. Rebend the left knee, lifting up, coming back into your warrior two. Flip the left hand, inhale, peaceful warrior. Exhale, cartwheel the hands down to frame the foot. Step the left foot back to meet the right. Pause and breathe and choose to rinse this off through a vinyasa flow or skip it all together and go back to downward facing dog. Let the breath be what knows what comes next. Don't overthink it. You don't really know what you're capable of until you just let go. So breathe and know that your breath is holding you right where you need to be. Inhale up to your toes. On your exhale, walk, step, or jump your feet right between your hands. Full breath in for a halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise strong and tall. On your exhale, bring your hands to your heart space. Settle into your feet, returning to that grounding breath, staying strong through all 4 points of that left foot. Inhale the right knee up in front of you. With breath, cross the ankle over the left knee. You can begin to bend that left leg, taking your hips back just like you did in chair. Keep the right foot flexed. Take the heart forward, but the shoulders are back. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. So we're going to be here for several breaths, so you have the option to continue bending that left leg, taking your hands down, maybe reaching the ground, trying to find your arm balance, bringing the knees to the outsides of the backs of your arms, and then you can pause right there. Take it incrementally. Breathe step by step. Don't say, I don't know if I can do this. Just breathe and see where your body takes you. You might just rock forward a little bit just to get that feeling. You might be able to lift only one foot. You might lift both. If you are lifting both feet, stretching your heart forward. Look forward, don't look down. Take a nice deep breath in and a deep breath out. And when you're ready, let your feet meet and come to stand. So, if you didn't notice, I gave you some confusing direction right there because we went from standing pigeon into the wrong arm balance. So we're going to do it again because I'm allowed to make mistakes. Take a nice deep breath in, bringing the right foot up in front of you, crossing the ankle over the left knee. Bring your hands to your heart space. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Bend the left leg. Take the hands down to the ground if you'd like. And if you can hook the right toes around the left tricep. Now let's see what kind of balance, arm balance you can do. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. And then when you're done with that, come on back to your feet. Inhaling for a halfway lift. Exhale, forward folding. Inhale, rise high to stand. Bring your hands back to your heart space and pause. So, when I don't know things, it's good to pause, to catch my breath, and to come back into this particular moment. We're going to do what we just did on the other side without the mistake. Take a nice deep breath in and a deep breath out. Let's inhale, reach the hands high just to stretch, big stretch, open up the hands. Exhale, bring the hands right back to the heart space and pause. With your next breath, inhale the left knee up in front of you. Cross the ankle over your right knee and pause. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Start to bend the right leg, taking your hips back and your heart forward. And you can pause right there, feeling that hip stretch on the outside edge of your hip, or you can take your hands all the way down. And again, for the arm balance, you'll hook the left foot around the right tricep. You don't have to lift anything. You can just start to lean forward and see where that takes you. Don't be scared. Just breathe and trust your body. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. And if you were able to get into the arm balance, amazing. And if not, that's okay too, because you're still breathing. Let your feet meet. Inhale for a halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Rising again, nice and tall to stand. Exhale, forward fold. Take your feet back out to plank. Pause in your plank and finish it out. You either flow and move through the vinyasa flow with lowering down and lifting for an up dog or a cobra, or you skip it all together and we go right back into downward facing dog. Your choice. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Pause and breathe. With your next breath, lift the right leg straight up behind you. On your exhale, bring the foot forward. Let's come right into Warrior Two. You're going to swivel the back foot down, opening up, taking a nice breath in and a nice breath out. Flip the right hand, sweep it up. Exhale, come back to your Warrior Two and pause. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Straighten your right leg, shift the left hip back, stretching forward with those right fingertips, hinge at the hips, come into triangle. That left hand sweeps high. Stay strong and committed to your breathing and allow that to move through your body as it will. Again, there's no right or wrong. Your body will do what it's able to do and nothing else. So you don't need to know. You just need to trust. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. From your triangle, look down at your right foot. You can start to push and using your core, find that lift coming up the standing leg, moving into half moon, or you can just stay in triangle and take several breaths there. Take a full inhale and a full exhale no matter where you are, and know that this too shall pass. We will breathe right into the next pose. So, rebend the right leg, Take the left foot out long behind you if you were in half moon. Let's all come back to our warrior two. Bend a little deeper into the right knee. Sometimes we tend to shift out of that. Take a full breath in, opening up that right hand. Sweep it up, lift high. Exhale, cartwheel the hands down to frame the foot. Step the right foot back to meet the left. And then you go, you glow, you breathe, you trust. You've got this. We'll all meet back in downward facing dog. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. So my baby, he's 21 today. I don't know where the time went, but I do know it's been a lot of fun. Take another full breath in and a full breath out. From down dog, lift your left leg straight out behind you. On the exhale, bring the foot forward, planted by the thumb. Take a full breath in as you rise up strong for crescent and automatically swivel that back foot down. We're just going to go right into warrior two on the left. Flip the left hand, sweep it up. Exhale, come back to warrior two and pause. Straighten the left leg, get nice and tall. Pull into the low belly, shift the right hip back, reach forward with the left hand. And then hinging at the hips, take a nice little side bend. Left hand goes down to the knee. It can slide down as far as it'll go. But you still want to open up more across the heart. So keep drawing that right shoulder back. Right hand is high. And you can stay right here, working on how this feels in triangle. Or you could look down at the left foot, taking a nice big inhale, pull up through the standing leg and the low belly, lifting up into half moon. And you may say, I don't know if I can hold this pose. It doesn't matter if you hold it. What matters to me is that you're breathing. And if you're so inclined to try something different, that's great. Doesn't make any difference if you fall out or not. It's what you have a mat for, to catch you. Trust it. Are you breathing? Don't hold your breath. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. And whether you're in triangle or you're in half moon, we're going to rebend that left knee and take that right foot back out to come into warrior two again. Pause once you have your balance so you know you're grounded and you're strong. Flip that left hand, big breath in, sweeping up for peaceful warrior. Exhale, hand goes down, frames the foot. Cartwheel, I already said that, cartwheel your hands down. Come to your right toes and pause, and then lower down. Take the left foot back to meet the right from your plank and move through your vinyasa. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Pausing in your down dog. Sometimes I get very frustrated because when I think I don't know something, if I have no way to predict it or control it, then it's some type of a shortcoming, but it's not. It's not. I remember that I have to come back to my inhales and my exhales, and I'm good with right where I am. And the things I do know, that's all I need to worry about. And I'll just keep learning what I don't know. And the biggest thing that I learned in my down dog and from my practice is that if I just keep coming back to my breath and I stay focused on the present moment, everything that's supposed to happen will happen. It happens in its own time. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Inhale, push the right heel out long behind you, bending at the knees, stack the hips open, taking a three-legged dog. Take a full breath in as you round yourself back out, push the right heel to the back wall, and then place the foot down next to the left. Follow that breath. Inhale, stretch the left leg out long behind you, pushing through the heel. Bend at the knee, start to open up, stacking the hips, opening up to the left. Pause and breathe, and then straighten yourself back out, push the left heel to the back wall one more time. Bring the foot down to meet the right. Inhale up to your toes. On your exhale, lower your heels, let them come just a little bit closer to the ground than they did before. Inhale the right leg straight out behind you once again. On your exhale, bring the foot forward, planted by your thumb. Take a full breath in as you rise up for crescent, and a full breath out. Take the left arm forward and the right arm back on another breath. Open up the left hand, sweep it up. Exhale, bring the hand down to the ground, take the right hand high. Twisted low lunge. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Now from here, we're going to see if we can move into side plank. You might think, I don't know if I can do that. Well, you're not going to know unless you try. So with the left hand grounded, you can start to take that right foot out long behind you. Right hand stays extended toward the ceiling, and if that's too much, once you get there, take the left knee down, kickstand the foot out behind you. Open up across the heart. Reach high to the ceiling. Be sure that you're pulling into the low belly, lifting your hips. Make it the strongest side plank ever. It's a powerful pose. Be fearless and courageous. One more breath in. One more breath out. Bring the right hand down, roll to the toes, pause in plank. Take a full breath in, and on your exhale, lift your hips high, downward facing dog. A little bit of core, a lot of core maybe. Depends on what you're used to, but just keep breathing. Take a full breath in, lift up to your toes. On your exhale, let the heels settle a little bit closer to the ground. With your next breath, push the left foot out long behind you. Exhale, bring the foot forward, planted by your thumb. Big breath in as you rise up strong for crescent on the left. Pause as you breathe nice and deep to make sure that you have your balance. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. And then inhale, open up the right hand, sweep it up, stretch back, but stay bent in that left knee. Exhale, bring the right hand down, take the left hand high. Take a full breath in and a full breath out, really trying to twist and move through those ribs, drawing the left shoulder back. And then from here again, we're going to go into side plank on the other side. So take a big breath in, feeling a lift. Take that left foot out long behind you, stacking the left foot on top of the right as you roll to the outside edge. Or take the right knee down, kickstand the foot out. Take a full breath in, staying open and strong in your side plank. One more breath in. And then exhale, bring the hand down, roll to the toes, pause in your plank. Take a full breath in your plank, knees up or down, your choice. Lower all the way to the mat. Inhale, draw the shoulders back. Cobra. Exhale, release. Pause. Take your arms down by your sides and just turn your head to the right. Right ear's on the mat. Pause, laying full belly, flat on the mat. One more breath in. One more breath out. With your next breath, bring your chin back to the center of the mat. Take a full breath in as you lift your shoulders like your fingers are going to the back wall. Lift your legs, pressing your toes to the back wall. Bow pose. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. And if you're feeling any pinching in your low back, release the pose just a little. You don't have to be that extreme. One more breath in and then exhale. Let it all go. Turn your head to the left. Rest on your left ear. Arms are by your side. Everything is resting on your mat. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. And then inhale, bring your chin back to the center of the mat. One more time, big breath in. Lift up for bow pose. You're resting on your hip points. And if you're breathing deep enough, you might even feel yourself rocking back and forth. That's great. Pay attention to what you're feeling and what's happening so you know. Take a full breath in, lift a little bit more, and then exhale, let it go. Turn your head again to the right, resting on your right ear, arms down by the side. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Separate your knees a little bit and bend them so you can bring the heels closer to your bottom. Let your feet go back and forth like windshield wipers. You're rotating the femur right in the hip socket. Nice deep breath in, deep breath out. Now pause. Now, you don't have to bring your knees really close. You can keep them right where they are, and you can bring your chin back to the center of the mat, and you can reach around one hand at a time. See if you can find the tops of your feet or your ankles or even the cuff of your pant. And with a full breath in, we're going to come into a full bow pose, locust pose. Big breath in, draw the shoulders back, press the feet into the hands. It'll help lift your heart, and now you'll definitely be rocking with your inhales and your exhales. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. And then nice and slow, release that, let it go. Feet out long behind you, bring your hands by your ribs, take a full breath in and either push back through your knees or full plank. And then lift your hips nice and high, downward facing dog. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. One more breath in, one more breath out. Inhale up to your toes. On your exhale, bring your feet forward right between your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Full breath in as you rise up strong and fearlessly back into a standing pose. Bring your hands to your heart space and pause. Tadasana. You can keep your hands with your thumbs resting on your heart. You can open up your arms and let the palms face forward. Feel your shoulders roll right onto your back. Strong and fearless. And whatever you don't know can disappear when it comes to Tadasana. Because we know we're grounded and we know we're breathing, and that's all we have to do. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Inhale, sweep the arms up, maybe look up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. This time, toe heel your feet apart. Let the toes point out to maybe 10 o'clock and 2 o'clock, and then slowly bending your knees, take your hips down from Malasana. Bring your elbows right inside your knees, pressing one hand into the other. Feel that energy go back and forth. And don't sink into this pose. Feel a lift right through the pelvic floor. Lift up. Let your legs hold you. You might say, I don't know, this really is uncomfortable. Uncomfortable is okay. As long as you're not in any pain, that's what matters. So breathe into it. Stretching out your inner thighs, working on your hip flexors. It's okay. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. And then with your next breath, release the left hand down. Arm stays connected to that inner left thigh. Reach the right hand up, twisting open. Take a big breath in. Exhale the right hand down to the ground. Connect the elbow to the inner right leg, and then lift the left hand high, twisting. Full breath in. Exhale, bring that left hand down. Bring your hands behind you. Let your sit bones come down, and then take your feet out long in front of you. Sit tall. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Bend your legs in one at a time. We're going to come into boat. So find your sitting bones, that resting point where you're able to balance, and one at a time you can lift your feet up. Flex your feet. Take a nice deep breath in and a deep breath out. You can keep your hands behind your knees or alongside your legs. Put them behind you as little kickstands, or reach high to the sky. There's a challenge for you. I don't know if I can do that, but I can try even for one breath. Take a full inhale and a full exhale wherever you are in your boat. Feel your core engage. Notice the strength and energy that you have. Give yourself credit for trying. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Let your feet come down. Bring your hands out behind you, pointing your fingers toward your bottom. Take a nice deep breath in as you lift the hips. Keep drawing the knees in together like you're squeezing a block, coming into a reverse tabletop. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Release the hips. Bring the hands back around to the front of you. Knees are still bent. Bring them right back up for boat. High. Inhaling. Lift through the heart. Breathe. You got it. Resting on your sit bones. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Let's lower into low boat. Press out through the heels. Inhale, bring it back up. Exhale, press back out through the heels, lowering. Inhale, bring it back up. One more time. Exhale, lower. Pause in your low boat. Stay right here. Feel the shake come right in. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. And then with your next breath, release the pose and allow yourself to lay right down on the mat. Take a full body stretch in and a full body stretch out. That just means lift your hands up. Do what you need to do. You can stretch like a banana, walking your hands along the floor to the left, taking your feet over to the left, getting a nice big curve through the outside edge of your right body, and then come back to center and go the other way. Hands overhead, feet go toward the right. Stretch out the left side. Come back to laying flat on your mat. Bend your knees once again. Bring your arms down by your side. Bring the heels in kind of close. Maybe your fingertips will graze the backs of your heels. Again, you're drawing your knees in close together. We're going to take 3 bridges. These are very energizing. They're also good for your nervous system. Don't say, I don't know. You do know. Take a nice deep breath in. Press down through your feet. Lift up through the hips. Staying open across your heart, you can start to walk your arm bones underneath you, maybe interlacing the fingers beneath your low back. Really feel like the whole front side of your body is opening and spreading. The ribs are opening. Your heart is lifting. Take another full breath in and a full breath out. Keep pressing down through your feet, feeling the quads do the lifting, not your glutes. One more breath in One more breath out. Come on up to your toes. Lift your arms up overhead. And then nice and slow, lower down one vertebrae at a time. When your hips reconnect with the mat, bring your heels back down, bring your arms back down by your sides. Now follow your own breath, pushing down through your feet, lifting up again for your second bridge. Pausing and breathing. Refining the pose. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Feels good to stretch and open up the front side of the body. It's a great counter pose to all that hunching over we do, whether it's from driving or working over a laptop on a keyboard, doing dishes. So much of our work is closed down, so the opportunity to open is really awesome. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Come up to your toes, bring the arms up overhead, nice and slow, lowering back down. Reconnecting your entire spine to the mat. When your hips are there, drop the heels, bring the hands down by your side. One more bridge. And one more bridge. You're welcome to push this up into wheel. Sometimes I say, I don't know. But it's something to try. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. I will tell you a secret while you're doing this pose. Maybe you're only in bridge. Later on, try this. If you have 2 blocks, you have yoga blocks at home. Take your yoga blocks, put them against the wall. So then when you go to come into your wheel, you put your hands on the blocks. And that just gives you a little bit more height to be able to push up. Oh, that feels good. Okay? You can rewatch that later and practice. Lower down from bridge or from wheel, wherever you are. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Bring your knees back into your chest. Wrap your arms around your shins. And give yourself a well-deserved hug. So if ever you're questioning that horrible question, I don't know. Wrap your arms around yourself and give yourself some love. Come back to your inhale and your exhale. And know that love starts here. You have to be able to love yourself before you can put any of that stuff out there. See, your body knows, your heart knows. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. If you're done with your hug, take the feet straight up toward the ceiling. Stretch right back out like we did at the beginning of class. Press through the heels. Keep your feet flexed. Maybe you've noticed that your legs are a little bit straighter than they were when you started because you've released some tension in your hamstrings and you've created enough heat that your muscles are letting go and loosening up. So take a full breath in and a full breath out and just pause with your heels up toward the ceiling, feeling all the fluids run down your legs, refreshing your heart space. It's great for your circulatory system. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Almost like we get to begin again. Take another breath in and another breath out. Sometimes when we pause in these kinds of inversions with our legs up, and we can start to notice that our mind has gotten a little bit quieter. Maybe all those Rolodex thoughts that were spinning through your brain have started to slow. Or maybe you're just focused on one or two, but either way, it's a shift, right? It's a perspective. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. You can start to bend your knees and bring one foot back to the earth at a time. Once both feet get there, draw them back into your chest again. And this time, let's find a happy baby so you can spread your knees and reach down for the outside edges of your feet. Draw your knees right down close to your armpits. And you can still rock here right to left. It's a great little massage for your low back. But keep trying to draw your entire spine onto the ground so the back of your head, don't tip your chin. Back of your head's on the mat, whole spine right down to your tailbone. And then pause, bring the knees back in. Holding on to the left knee, take your right leg out long and strong. Keep the foot flexed. Right hand to the outside of the left knee. Drag it across your body, but try to keep your left shoulder down, left hand out. You can even look over that left shoulder. Take a nice twist. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Pause long enough to let that spine lengthen, let that twist happen. And then with your next breath, come to be flat on your back. Bring the knees back into the chest, wrapping your arms around yourself one more time. This time, keeping the right knee in, extend the left leg long. Really flex the foot, stretch out the back side of the leg. Take a nice deep breath in, and on your exhale, left hand to the outside of the right knee. Cross your body. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Extend the right arm, look over the right shoulder. And again, you'll take several breaths here just to allow yourself that opportunity for your body to know it's okay to release into this twist. So maybe the next time you have that burning, I don't know if I can do that. I don't know what's going to happen if I do that, or if I don't do that. I don't know. Take a deep breath and allow it to unfold slowly and naturally, and see and feel that perhaps something else, someone else, somebody, your body knows something else. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Bring yourself flat on your back once again. Hug your knees in. And then plant your feet and pause just for a minute and rest with your knees bent. So for Shavasana this afternoon, if you're near a couch or a chair or you have bolsters, I encourage you to keep those knees bent. You can drape your legs right over something for Shavasana. Or if you prefer traditional and you want to extend the legs, take the right heel to the right corner of the mat and the left heel to the left corner of the mat. Let the legs just splay open. No tension. Your work is done. Well, I don't know if I can relax. Try. That's all you need to do is try. Slow your breathing down. Let your arms come about 45 degrees away from your side bodies. Palms up. Roll your head from right to left and then pause and drop the chin, bringing it closer to your chest. Soften your eyes. Take a full inhale. And this time when you exhale, really release, let go, and know that you are right where you need to be. I will ring the bells when it's time to come out of Shavasana. Again, one more breath in and one more breath out. Shavasana. Start to deepen your breath. Bring a little movement into your fingers and your toes. And then when you're ready, you can roll to your right side. Pause there for just a breath or two, and then push yourself up to a seat. Taking a full breath in and a full breath out, sit nice and tall. Lengthen out your spine. Inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, bring them to your heart space. Yes, there's lots of things that I don't know, but this I do know. The light and truth in me sees that in each of you. I'm grateful for your time and attention, for dropping by, for taking class, for being a part of our balanced community, whether live or when we return to the studio. We're grateful for you. I'm grateful for you. Together we say, Namaste.